Howdy, folks. Y'all ever heard of a place where the sky's bigger, the stars shine brighter, and the stories are taller? Well, gather round, and let me tell you about Texas. This here's a land where history gallops alongside progress, where rodeos and rockets ain't strangers, and where the food, well, let's just say it'll make your taste buds two-step. Texas is a world in itself, stretching from the Gulf of Mexico's shimmering shores to the desert mountains' rugged beauty. We're talking pine forests and plains, canyons and coasts, all under a sky that seems to go on forever. And just like its landscape, Texas' spirit is vast and varied, shaped by generations of pioneers, cowboys, artists, and entrepreneurs. But hold your horses, folks. Before we saddle up and explore this great state, let's take a gander at its past, for understanding Texas' history is key to unlocking its heart. Our journey begins with the echoes of history, in the footsteps of Spanish explorers and the battles that birthed a republic. Remember the Alamo, a cry that still rings true, a testament to the Texan spirit of courage and independence. We'll trace the trails of cattle drives and the rise of bustling cities, witnessing the transformation of a frontier into a powerhouse of industry and innovation. But Texas ain't just about yesterday. It's about the vibrant tapestry woven by folks from all walks of life. From the spicy flavors of Tex-Mex to the soulful tunes of Texas blues, we'll dive into a cultural gumbo as diverse and delicious as a Texas barbecue. We'll meet the folks who call this land home, from the ranchers roping cattle on the range to the artists and innovators shaping the future in our bustling cities. So buckle up, partners, as we embark on a journey through the heart of Texas, a land where history and hospitality go hand in hand, and where adventure awaits around every bend in the road. Our journey through Texas's past begins with a whisper, a memory etched in stone and sung by the wind. Picture this, folks. The year is 1836, and a small band of Texian soldiers stands defiant within the walls of a crumbling mission, the Alamo. They were outmanned, outgunned, but not outspirited, facing down a Mexican army led by General Santa Anna himself. These brave souls, men like William Travis, Jim Bowie, and Davy Crockett, knew the odds were stacked against them, higher than a blue norther. Yet they chose to fight, to make a stand for freedom and independence on that hallowed ground. For 13 long days, they held their own, their courage echoing through the centuries. Though the Alamo fell and its defenders perished, their sacrifice ignited a fire in the hearts of Texans. Remember the Alamo became a rallying cry, a testament to the indomitable spirit that still courses through the veins of this great state. The Battle of the Alamo wasn't just a fight, it was a crucible forging the identity of Texas and setting the stage for a future as vast and unconquerable as the Texan sky. As the dust settled on the Texas Revolution, a new era dawned, one marked by the rumble of iron horses and the promise of progress. The railroad, that marvel of engineering, chugged its way into Texas, forever changing the face of the Lone Star State. Towns sprang up along its tracks like wildflowers after a spring rain, connecting far-flung corners of this vast land. Before the railroads, Texas was a land of vast distances and arduous journeys. Cattle drives took months, and goods traveled by wagon train, slow and susceptible to the whims of nature. But the Iron Horse changed all that, shrinking time and distance, opening up new markets and fueling an economic boom that would transform Texas from a frontier territory into a national powerhouse. With the arrival of the railroads came waves of new settlers, farmers, merchants, and dreamers, all eager to carve their own piece of the Texan dream. Cities like Dallas, Houston, and Fort Worth, once dusty outposts, blossomed into bustling hubs of commerce and culture, their skylines forever altered by the arrival of the Iron Horse. From cattle trails to boom towns, shaping the Texan landscape. But Texas wasn't built on railroads alone. Before the Iron Horse, there were cattle trails, dusty arteries that carried the lifeblood of the Texan economy, longhorn cattle. These hardy beasts, descendants of Spanish stock, roamed the vast plains, their long horns a symbol of the untamed spirit of the West. Cowboys, those iconic figures of American folklore, rode the trails alongside these herds, guiding them from the grasslands of South Texas to the railheads of Kansas and beyond. Theirs was a life of hardship and adventure, of long days in the saddle and nights under the stars. their stories woven into the tapestry of Texas history. The cattle trails, like the railroads that followed, helped shape the Texan landscape, dictating the growth of towns and cities. Fort Worth, known as Cowtown, earned its nickname as a major stopover point for cattle drives, its stockyards bustling with activity. These trails, now paved over and forgotten in places, serve as a reminder of a time when Texas was a land of open range and boundless possibility. Now, y'all know a place this big and diverse ain't gonna disappoint when it comes to food. Texas cuisine is a heaping helping of delicious contradictions, just like the state itself. We're talking hearty rancher fare and delicate seafood, fiery Tex-Mex and sweet, juicy watermelon, all seasoned with a generous dash of Southern hospitality. Texas food is a story told on your plate, a reflection of the folks who've called this land home for generations. From the indigenous tribes who first roamed these lands, to the Spanish settlers who brought their love of spices and slow cooking, to the German and Czech immigrants who brought their own culinary traditions, Texas cuisine is a true melting pot of flavors. And don't even get me started on the Tex-Mex, folks. That's a whole other chapter in this culinary adventure. We're talking sizzling fajitas, cheesy enchiladas, and bowls of chili that'll warm you up from the inside out. Just be sure to have a tall glass of iced tea handy, because things can get a little spicy down here. But if there's one food that truly embodies the spirit of Texas, it's barbecue. Now, I ain't talking about just throwing some burgers on a grill, folks. Texas barbecue is a religion, a way of life, a slow dance between meat and smoke that'll make your taste buds sing. We're talking brisket, smoked low and slow for hours until it's so tender it practically melts in your mouth. We're talking ribs, with that perfect smoke ring and a bark that'll make you want to slap your mama. But please don't, folks. Be respectful. And don't forget the sausage, spicy and juicy, bursting with flavor in every bite. Now, the debate over the best barbecue sauce in Texas is fiercer than a rodeo bull. But one thing's for sure, we take our sauce seriously down here. Tangy, sweet, spicy, or vinegar-based, there's a sauce out there for every taste bud. But for my money, you can't beat a classic Texas barbecue sauce with its perfect balance of smoke, sweetness, and a little kick of heat. Section 3, Beyond the BBQ, a taste of Texas traditions. Texas offers more than just barbecue. Its culinary landscape is vast and diverse, from fresh Gulf seafood down to inland flavors. German and Czech influences shine. Don't miss the pecan pie. It's all about tradition and community. Food is meant to be shared. Texas food is an experience. Section 1, From Dusty Plains to Rolling Hills, a land of contrasts. Texas is more diverse than you might think. Drive for hours and see changing landscapes, from the Gulf Coast's sandy beaches to the rolling hills of Texas Hill Country. Section 2, Where Cowboys Still Roam and Cities Touch the Sky. Texas isn't just beaches and wildflowers. We have wide open spaces where the Wild West lives on. Out west, the land stretches out, a vast expanse of desert and mountains. This is Big Bend country where the stars shine bright. And then there are the cities. Texas is home to vibrant cities like Houston, Austin, and Dallas. Even in our biggest cities, nature is never far. Texans value their connection to the outdoors. It's what makes Texas special. Texas offers natural wonders that'll take your breath away. From the towering pines of East Texas to the rugged Palo Duro Canyon. Witness the bat emergence at Bracken Bat Cave. Millions of bats create a swirling vortex in the sky. Visit the serene Shangri La Botanical Gardens. Over 250 acres of lush gardens await, perfect for a peaceful stroll or reflection. Caprock Canyons State Park is a must-see. Stunning views, challenging trails, and diverse wildlife. Hold on tight, folks, because we're diving into Texas bull riding. 8 seconds feels like a lifetime. It's a test of courage. The crowd's roaring, the air crackles with anticipation. Out of the chute explodes a blur of horns and hooves. That's the heart-stopping thrill of a Texas rodeo. Now y'all know we take our sports seriously in Texas, and nothing gets the blood pumping like a Friday night under the lights. The roar of the crowd and the thrill of a high school football game. From the smallest towns to the biggest cities, Texas high school football is more than just a game. It's a way of life, a shared passion that brings communities together. These young athletes, they pour their hearts and souls into every snap, every tackle, every touchdown. They're playing for their schools, their families, their towns, and the pride of wearing that jersey on Friday nights. Coaches become legends, stadiums become hallowed ground, and rivalries burn hotter than a jalapeno pepper. But the love for football in Texas doesn't stop at the high school level. Oh no, folks, it just keeps growing from there, fueled by college rivalries and the legendary status of teams like the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. These games, they're more than just athletic competitions. They're cultural events, drawing in fans from all walks of life, all united by a shared love for the game and the thrill of victory. Section 3. The Star in Texas, a legacy of champions. And then, of course, there's the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, the silver and blue standard bearers of Texas football. From the iconic star on their helmets to the roar of the crowd at AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys represent the pinnacle of football achievement in a state obsessed with the sport. With a history filled with legendary players like Roger Staubach, Emmitt Smith, and Troy Aikman, the Cowboys have brought home 5 Super Bowl trophies, cementing their place in NFL history and the hearts of Texans everywhere. Their games are more than just sporting events. They're cultural touchstones, shared experiences that bring families and friends together. But the Cowboys' impact extends far beyond the gridiron. They're a source of pride for the city of Dallas and the entire state of Texas, a symbol of excellence and achievement that inspires generations of young athletes. The star on their helmets shines bright, a beacon of hope and a reminder that in Texas, anything is possible, even on the football field. Section 1. Beyond the Beaten Path, Unveiling Texas Hidden Gems. Now, y'all know Texas is full of iconic landmarks and well-trodden tourist trails, but sometimes the real magic lies off the beaten path, in those hidden corners where nature surprises you and adventure awaits around every bend. So, if you're looking to experience a different side of Texas, one that'll leave you speechless and wondering why you hadn't discovered it sooner, then saddle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a journey to uncover some of the Lone Star State's best-kept secrets. Forget the crowds and the tourist traps. These hidden gems offer a glimpse into the soul of Texas, from the eerie beauty of a massive bat colony to the tranquil serenity of a hidden botanical garden. We're talking about places where you can reconnect with nature, discover something new, and create memories that'll last a lifetime. So pack your sense of adventure, grab your camera, and get ready to experience the unexpected as we venture beyond the familiar and uncover the hidden treasures that make Texas such a unique and unforgettable destination. Just outside San Antonio, in Texas Hill Country, lies Bracken Bat Cave, home to the largest bat colony in the world. Millions of Mexican free-tailed bats emerge at dusk, creating a breathtaking, eerie spectacle. It's nature at its most awe-inspiring and slightly creepy. A river of darkness flows across the sky, a hidden Texas wonder. Now, if bats ain't your thing, and you prefer your natural wonders a little more, shall we say grounded, then head on down to Orange, Texas, where a hidden oasis awaits. Nestled along the banks of the Sabine River, Shangri La Botanical Gardens is a 250-acre paradise, a symphony of colors and scents, a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with the beauty of the natural world. Forget the concrete jungle. Shangri La is a sanctuary for the senses, a tapestry of lush gardens, towering trees, and shimmering waterways. Wander through the rose garden, where the air is thick with the perfume of hundreds of varieties, or stroll along the cypress swamp boardwalk, where alligators lurk beneath the surface and Spanish moss hangs from the trees like ghostly curtains. And don't miss the children's garden, where kids can explore a world of interactive exhibits, climb aboard a pirate ship, or get lost in a bamboo maze. Shangri La Botanical Gardens is a place where you can rediscover the joy of exploration, lose yourself in the moment, and leave feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and inspired by the wonders of the natural world. Well, folks, we've moseyed our way across this great state, from the sun-drenched beaches of the Gulf Coast to the rugged peaks of the Guadalupe Mountains. We've tasted the fiery flavors of Tex-Mex, felt the thrill of a rodeo bull bucking beneath us, and stood in awe beneath a sky filled with millions of bats. Texas is a land of contrasts, where cowboys still ride the range and rockets soar into space. It's a place where history and progress walk hand in hand. So, if you're looking for adventure, for a taste of the real America, then come on down to Texas, y'all. Explore the caverns of the hill country, paddle down the Guadalupe River, or lose yourself in the vibrant art scene of Austin. Hike the trails of Big Bend National Park and camp under a sky full of stars. Come on down and find your Texas. Y'all won't regret it.